I'm helping here Mino to cook the proper way of steak. So we let the steak sit outside for 45 minutes. You want to let the steak come up to temperature, and let the muscle relax. So this has been out of the refrigerator for about an hour right now. And we're going to do two simple steps. This is the normal thickness of one steak. If you want to grill it, it will take a little longer. If you want to do a little quicker, you can just always do a little slice in half. This will give you a more quicker time to cook them. And then you have this one here, all right? Then we have some bone-in ribeyes. These are gonna be a little more challenging to cook on the stovetop. We're gonna finish this in the oven. I show you all the steps. We'll arrive right back. All right, let me see it. All right, I always just do salt. If you want to add any other seasoning, it's up to you. I always like to keep when you start with a good quality meat, you want to end with a good quality meat. So I just only do salt. The seasoning will change, depends on if you're going to grill it, you want to go heavier, because a lot of the seasoning will go through the grill. But if you're going to saute them, you want to go a little bit lighter, because you always want to, finish it with a nice, good quality salt. So salt on both sides, nice, and make sure there's plenty of that. Again, I don't do pepper or anything like that. If you want to add any other spices, it's up to you, your personal preference.
Beautiful, guys. Big shout out to International Beef as well. We got a wet aged and dry aged Kansas City strip for today, as well as the bone-in ribeyes. All right, video 3 coming up next. You're on.
All right, guys, olive oil. Make sure there's not too much smoke coming out. There we go, that's what we want to hear. And then you let them sit there, relax. No need to be flipping it. It's just one side, and then you flip it to the other one, and you let them sit.
How long?
It usually will be medium rare. You want to keep it around 7 minutes, maybe, for each side. This is the New York, the little ones. Take them out. You have to let them rest. Then we're gonna do the big one.
That's a dry aged KC right there. Excellent. Would you wipe the pan out that we just cooked in, or we just keep going with the same one? Is okay.
Yeah, same one.
Same one. Fantastic.
Yeah, this is going to go into the rack. When we do the dry aged as well, the same way.
What kind of temperature should we put on in the oven right now to get the oven ready to go?
375.
375. Fantastic. There we go. Another 2.5 minutes. Flip the side. Oh yeah, look at that color right there. Boom.
So this thickness have to go in the oven, okay? So you want to make sure there's like a 2 minutes here on each side.
Okay.
All right. And then you're going to turn it over. All right.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Same thing with this one in New York. This thickness to go in the oven. You want to let them.
So you think 8 minutes in the oven on 375?
I'll go about 7 minutes. Yeah, 7, 8 minutes.
What are we finishing those steaks off with, Marl? A little bit of thyme on top of there?
Yep. Okay. I like to do a little bit of olive oil.
A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of thyme, okay.
Okay.
7 minutes, 375. We're going to throw them in the oven. We're ready to go. Took them out about 8 to 10 minutes on that thick cut like that. We probably won't be cooking that thick of a cut normally, I would imagine, right? I mean, that was, what do you think that was, a 28-ounce cut there?
Yeah.
And then we're going to do that same presentation where I was going to show it to you. Oh, how long do we let them rest
We're
for?
gonna rest for about 7 minutes.
Okay, so
The same amount.
do we put the salt and olive oil on right
No.
after they come out?
We'll leave it as it is right now, and then we'll finish it after we slice them.
All right, slice and dice. Here we go.
So this has been resting for about 5 minutes. As long as you cook and you let them rest. Medium rare.
Any type of salt that you'd recommend us using here?
I usually do Maldon salt to finish. It's a French. I show you a really coarse type of salt. It's only for finishing salt. Okay. Drizzle with a little bit of olive oil. That's it. Voila.
Okay, here we are, back with Chef.
This is the dry age strip. Kansas City doesn't have a bone, so we'll call them a strip. And rest in that. This is the dry age. So the color changes a little bit because of the dry age. See the difference between wet and dry? It's fine. This is still medium rare. It's just the color changes a little bit because the meat has been dry.
And then at the end of it, you flash it again with a little bit of olive oil and sea
This is
salt.
for my dog. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, good catch.
Put it there. And then now we're going to do the ribeye. Okay?
The dog's waiting for another piece.